Good morning. I am filming our very first What I Eat in a Day. We asked you on Instagram what videos would you like to see more of or what we're gonna be making, and you guys requested seeing what I eat in a day. So today I'm gonna take you along this journey. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Megan. Typically I film these videos with my mom Pegs, but today we are in my apartment kitchen and I'm going to be showing you just a little behind the scenes of my day. I like starting my morning with warm lemon water, but not a lemons. So actually the very first thing that I do is I drink a big glass of water and then use this Restore. Is really good for healing your gut. I've been working with my nutritionist Autumn, testing out this intermittent fasting. I had a really difficult time sticking with it the first couple days, and she said it was probably because I unconsciously was eating a lot of sugars just from my smoothies, using coconut water and then adding dates. So we kind of rearranged that. But honestly, I've been eating so many of them. I'm craving avocado toast with an egg. And I think when it comes to breakfast, I really like listening to my body. And since my breakfasts aren't until a little bit later in the morning, I begin each day, like I was originally saying, with warm lemon water after I do the Restore. And then I'll make some type of latte, bulletproof kind of thing. I've been loving Four Sigmatic's mushroom elixirs. Mix it up with my Cuisinart because I found that if you put the hot liquid into the Vitamix and you don't have one of those dials that you can turn it up to higher power, it will explode and I lose half of my drink. So not into that. I'm trying a new thing, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Depending on the day, there are so many different types of mushroom elixirs, reishi, chaga, cordyceps, which is great for energy, but since I have a lot of work to do today, I'm going to use the lion's mane. So gotta shake the packet, make sure you don't spill it everywhere, and then I pour the contents into the Cuisinart cup while I am heating up water. And this is what I love about using this Cuisinart cup, is that it has the measurements on the side so you can see. This lion's mane elixir needs 8 ounces of water. You can use milk, but because I'm doing the intermittent fasting, I like using coconut oil, which, because it's hot right now, it's liquid, but the coconut oil is what makes it nice and frothy. So now I'm gonna take my immersion blender and mix it up for about 1 to 2 minutes, depending, until it's nice and frothy. And that's it. It's so easy to do, and you get this really delicious morning latte. Typically eat breakfast around 11:30, and today I'm making paleo toast for me and regular gluten-free bread for my boyfriend. We're gonna have avocado toast with some red onions, freshly picked tomatoes from my garden, and an egg. I heated my pan to a medium low, and I'm gonna use a little avocado oil. Put it in the pan just to coat it all, and how you know it's hot enough is the oil will pull away from the center. So I cracked the eggs in there. My boyfriend likes a dead one, and after about a minute or so, once it starts turning white, you flip it, and I like it medium hard, so it's off it goes. And I don't have a toaster, so I toast my bread in the oven. Just topped it with a little bit of the avocado and then mash it with the fork. And the reason I like mashing it with the fork on the bread is I feel like it gets everything to stick to the toast better, so it's just not falling off everywhere. And you finish it with a little salt and then all the toppings. So I like putting the onions on top of the avocado because, again, it's going to hold nicely. And you can use as little or as many onions as you desire. Another great alternative is radish if you're not a fan of onions. The finished egg on top of all of that with the sliced tomatoes, and I had a little extra cilantro from my garden, and how good does that look? I have gone for a walk and freshened up a bit, and it's about 3:30 now, so I'm gonna make some salad. We'll see what I have in the fridge. I'm also gonna make a matcha latte to hold me over until dinner time because I have some schoolwork to do and I can use a little bit more energy. So let's see what we have. Some arugula, sprouted pumpkin seeds, olives, head of radicchio sliced up, some heart of palm, and leftover roasted colorful cauliflower. Everything I'm using to make my matcha latte. I had some leftover mint, so I'm gonna add that as well. Super hydrating and cooling. This matcha isn't ceremonial grade, so it doesn't need to be stirred up with a wooden spoon, and then just everything else. And then I added a little maca for some more energy. Now to put everything into the Vitamix with a little bit of ice and blend it on up. Okay, so it's like 5 o'clock and I'm getting kind of hungry again. Not really, the salad was filling, but I'm more so craving sweet stuff. So typically find that I'm just really thirsty. I can't stress it enough. I drink a ton of water. I really try and get my 8 cups a day. I've been keeping my water chilled in the fridge. And hopefully this will help satisfy my sugar cravings. You all, I have succeeded. It is 6 o'clock, well, a little after 6, and I'm about to start cooking dinner. And we're having cauliflower again because I have some kimchi that I have from the farmer's market. I'm so excited. I've been loving kimchi fried rice. And then I also have cauliflower, riced cauliflower. So kimchi, I'm just gonna start pulling everything out of the fridge. This recipe truly was just cleaning out the fridge. I didn't properly grocery shop for this, but I had a bunch of stuff on hand, like leftover rice, kimchi, some cauliflower rice, bok choy, and more eggs. So just kind of mixing it all together, heating up my cast irons. I really love cooking in cast iron skillets, and if I'm using it at a higher temp, I do use avocado oil. I just feel that it's flavorless, and if you're doing a higher heat, which I like browning the rice, and with cauliflower rice, you really want to do it on a higher heat so that it does get nice and browned. So yeah, now the bok choy is so easy. It takes no time at all. Just rinse it really quickly. Gotta stir up all the onions and the mushrooms. I do all that flavor first and then put the bok choy on top of it. So the reason you see multiple pans here with the onions and the garlic in there is that I'm not eating white rice right now. I'm really trying to limit my grains, and Leif, my boyfriend, is eating the white rice. So I'm gonna be making the leftover white rice, regular kimchi fried rice with a little bit mixed of my cauliflower for him, and then I'm just gonna be eating the cauliflower fried rice with the seared bok choy and the mushrooms. It's gonna be so good. Instead of using soy, I use tempeh, which I get from our locals farmers market, and it's basically black beans and brown rice alternative to a soy product. Just a few more things to finish this dinner. I have to chop up the kimchi, and how much you use really depends on your preference, and you can also use the juices as well. I also found some peas in the freezer, which you just soak to thaw in water, and then finish it with some garlic powder and pepper, mix it up, and that's it. This dinner took less than 30 minutes and it's beautiful. That was my what I ate in a day. I hope you all found it helpful, inspiring for you, and I look forward to making so many more of these videos for you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us know that you enjoyed this video. And if you don't subscribe to our channel, make sure you subscribe, because every Wednesday we upload delicious new videos just for you. And if you don't follow us, make sure you follow along on Instagram and Facebook, where we're constantly sharing what we do day to day. So I look forward to seeing you next time.